Have you ever had a dream so big it felt impossible? Moving to the United States was that dream for me. But the journey wasn't easy. It was filled with sacrifices, challenges, and moments where I almost gave up. Today, I want to share how I made it to the United States against all odds. Hi, I'm Raquel, and welcome to Thrive with Raquel. My channel is all about inspiring you to overcome challenges and embrace your journey and thrive. Today, I'm sharing a deeply personal story how I went from working as a maid in the Philippines to becoming a medical technologist in the United States. It is a journey of hope, faith, and perseverance, and I hope it inspires you. I grew up in poverty in the Philippines. My family didn't have much, and the idea of going to college felt like a far off dream. My siblings never graduated from college, and I wasn't ready to give up. I applied for financial scholarship. It wasn't based on high grades or how intelligent a student is. It was designed for those who were poor but determined to succeed. The scholarship covered my tuition fee, but it didn't include food or a place to stay. To survive, I worked as a maid while going to school. I cooked, cleaned, and cared for one of my classmates back in high school so I could have a roof over my head and meals to eat. It was exhausting, but I was determined to finish college and lift my family out of poverty. Graduating as a medical technologist was one of the happiest moments of my life. It wasn't just a degree, but it was a promise of a better future. After college, I worked in the Philippines as a medical technologist, but I knew I needed to do more to support my family. My mother's medical needs were expensive, and my siblings needed help. So I made the difficult decision to leave my home and work abroad. I started in Kuwait and later moved to Saudi Arabia. These years were some of the hardest of my life. I was thousands and thousands of miles away from my family, and the homesickness was unbearable. At times I missed birthdays, holidays, and the little moments that matters most. But I reminded myself why I was doing it for my family. While working in Saudi Arabia, I was married and I had a 1 year old child. Balancing motherhood, work, and being away from loved ones was incredibly challenging. But my dream of providing a better life for my child and family kept me going. So while in Saudi Arabia, I heard about opportunities to work in the United States as a medical technologist. It felt like a far off dream, but I decided to apply anyway. After months of waiting and, and hoping I received any news, finally I was accepted to work in Montana. I was extremely happy and surprised. I'll never forget my first day in the United States. It was my first time to see snow and getting stuck in it. It was completely a different world, but I was so grateful for the opportunity. Those first few years in Montana were filled with challenges. I was adjusting to a new culture, a new job, and a life so different from what I'd known. At the same time, my marriage began to fall apart. My husband moved to Maryland, and we eventually divorced. I felt like a broken person, but I didn't let that stop me. Through prayer and perseverance, I found strength. God carried me through those dark times. I rebuilt my life in 2011. I remarried and found happiness again in Washington state. I continued my career, growing from a medical technologist to a quality control laboratory technologist and eventually a microbiologist. My journey to the United States wasn't easy, but it taught me that anything is possible with faith and determination. I went from working as a maid to living my dream in a new country. So, to anyone watching this who feels like their dreams are out of reach, I want you to know that it's okay to feel scared, tired, or even broken, but don't give up. Keep going. Life has a way of surprising us with incredible blessings when we least expect it. I'd love to hear your story. Have you overcome a big challenge or achieved something you once thought was impossible? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to connect with you. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more stories about thriving against the odds, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Together, let's inspire each other to thrive no matter where we start. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.